Hope you're doing well today. Welcome back to my channel. Today I decided I'm going to make homemade fried chicken strips, and I'm going to use chicken breast. It's my favorite cut, and it's Sunday, so thought I would make something special and make some chicken. Okay, this is the chicken I'm going to use. I've been buying this kind of really like it, but I'm going to open these. If they're individually wrapped, so you can check out the size and see how many strips you want to make. I'm not sure if you're going to use all of them. Oh, it just dripped. Yeah, make sure you clean all this stuff up really well after you handle this chicken too. So I'm going to open these up and cut them into strips, and then I'll show you what we did. I'll cut up all 3 breasts, and I didn't make them too thick. They're just, I'll try to cut them even. I'm not that good at it, but they're pretty small. But yeah, they're pretty thin. But they cook up fast, and you have to be careful not to overcook them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to season them with a little bit of this Tony Chachere's. I happen to like this on fried chicken. I'm going to season it, then rub it around with my other hand. You know, you don't want to put too much, but you could also marinate. I'm going to marinate it in buttermilk to try to make it a little moister. And I don't usually frost food. Let me rinse my hand. Okay, and then I'm going to take this buttermilk. I actually had to make a little bit because I was running out, so I'm just going to pour some buttermilk over it. And then I'm going to put I lost my tag, but I'm going to put some Louisiana hot sauce on it. It just gives the chicken a really good tang, and it's not going to make it spicy. If you let it marinate too long, it will make it spicy. But if you don't let it marinate too long, then it just gives it a nice little tang. And I actually learned that from Paula Deen about her fried chicken. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for about an hour to 30 minutes. And I'll be back. I'm going to kind of set it up. This is just the flour. This is flour and panko breadcrumbs mixed, and this is just a little egg and milk. But I want to season this mixture because this is going to be my final coating. And don't forget, the meat does have seasoning on it. This is garlic powder. You know, we like a lot of garlic. I need to write that on the list. And this is onion powder. I'm going to put some salt. And I'm going to put black pepper. A little in here too, because I didn't put black pepper on the chicken. I just put Tony Chachere's. And now I'm going to take, if I can find it, it's way in the back. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of this. Remember, I have it soaking in hot sauce, but it's only been in there about 45 minutes. I'm just going to take a little bit of red pepper, and you can leave this out. And we're going to mix this up. I still have to get my oil ready and stuff. But this is the best bowl I can think of to do this with. And it's going to be messy, and there's going to be a lot of dishes to wash. That's why we don't do these often. You just buy them. But I'm probably going to dip them in the flour, then the egg, and then this mixture. Okay, here's my chicken. It's been marinating for about an hour. I had to make some rice dressing real quick to go with this. But like I said, the longer you let them soak, the spicier they'll be. So I'm going to dip them in flour first, because I want a little bit of breading on them. I hope I didn't over season them, but it'll be all right. Because chicken needs a lot of seasoning. So I'm just going to dip them in here. And I'm just going to get my hands dirty. And the counter. And everything in my shirt. I need to put an apron on. So I'm just going to lightly coat it with this. And then dip it in the egg and milk mixture. And then I'm going to dip it in my flour and panko breadcrumbs. I'm just going to pat it on. And I don't want a lot to... I'm going to shake it off. This chicken strip is not shaped very well. I'm going to shake it off like this and then just lay it on my pan. So I'll do another one. And I like to cut them thin because they fry quicker. And sometimes I'm not the best fryer. I don't want to burn the outside. But I think these are going to be just right. And you can use just flour. You could put breadcrumbs. You could put cornmeal. But I kind of like the simplicity of just the flour and the panko breadcrumbs. The panko adds a little crunch, and the flour, I just like the coating better when it fries. So I have quite a few of these to do, but that's all I'm going to do is... And my oil's heating up. Ella, show them the stove. I have a pot. I'm using a deep pot so I can make less mess. And my oil's heating up. And I'm going to try to get it to about 350 to fry these. So let me bread these and I'll be back. Grease is a little bit too hot, but once we put the meat in, it's going to lower the temperature a little bit. And I also have my oven to 170 so we can keep the chicken strips warm. I probably made too many, but I'm just gonna... It's pretty hot, so... It won't take them long.
Do you pick them up with this too?
Yeah. You don't want to overcrowd the pan. I had it on my stove has a large burner and then a smaller one, and I put it on the large one. I should have had it on the smaller one. Watch out, Ella. Watch out.
Put the stuff on there so it doesn't like contaminate the chicken.
And they're thin, so they won't take too long. Yeah, my oil's really hot. I'm going to put another one in and try to lower the temperature. I put it on medium, so lower it a little bit. This is probably ready. And I have this pan right here to put them on. See, they're really thin, so they won't take too long. And like I said, my oil's a little bit hot. You can poke it. We'll have to test these and see if they're ready.
So we'll finish frying these and then we'll come back.
Yeah. My next batch, and my oil is at, it went down a little bit, but yeah, it went down to 340. So I had to turn it up a little bit. But it was definitely too high the first time. But these are looking beautiful. So I'm going to let my temperature come back up just a little bit. I think these are ready. I'm going to put them on my pan. It's a nice breading. We taste them, they're nicely seasoned. The buttermilk really keeps the moisture. So I'm going to let my temperature come up just a little bit. I keep checking it because it's important. And then I'll be back, and we have about 2 more batches left. Batch, and I got a little impatient. I turned my fire up higher, but I went ahead and put the chicken in. But it's going to turn out just fine. Because you don't want it too high, and you don't want it too low. They're almost done. Well, I'm all done. I'm not gonna fry. I was gonna fry some mushrooms, but I changed my mind. But there's the chicken strips. Don't they look good? So I'm gonna put them in the oven and keep them warm so I can make my next recipe. Do the taste test. Here's the chicken strips, and I made rice dressing. I'm gonna link. I've made this video before, and it's delicious. I'm gonna link that video to this one. And I'm just gonna get a piece of chicken, and I like just plain old ketchup. But you can see the breading is really nice. It's well coated, and I tell you, that buttermilk. It's hard to tear. That buttermilk keeps the inside really moist, and the hot sauce gives it just a little bit of a tang. And I really like that trick with the hot sauce and the buttermilk and the Tony Chachere's. To me, that is what you have to do before you fry it. That's how I do it anyway. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll give this method a try. And even though I fried it, I did use organic chicken, which is always better for you. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos, and have a great day. Bye.